Here's a couple of worded questions that involve, I guess, using radicals at the end, but it's really an application of Pythagoras. So the first one is you have a bridge expansion. Um, and during the summer heat, a 2 mile bridge. So the whole way across is 2 miles from there to there. And during the summer, it expands 2 feet in length. And so what happens is that the bulge goes up in the middle there. So instead of being flat like this one, it bulges up. And what that creates is a right triangle. Okay, let me reproduce the right triangle over here so it's a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's that stuff zoomed in a bit. Okay, and they say how high is the bulge? So they want to know what that distance is there. They do say that the bridge is 2 miles in length. So if the whole way is 2 miles, then halfway, and that's what our triangle is right there, that's just 1 mile. Okay. Um, and then they say it expands 2 feet in length. So if it expands 2 feet in length, so this distance and plus this distance is going to be 2 miles plus 2 feet. But only problem is those are different units. I can't have different units. So here's a piece of information that you need for the question, and that is there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So really, this down here, instead of writing a mile there, I'm going to write 5,280 feet. And then this distance here is more than that. But I would think that one side would get one of these feet, and the other side, this side, would get the other foot. So this one increases by 1 foot, this one increases by 1 foot. So together, that's 2 feet of an increase. But in our triangle over here, it increases by 1 foot. So this would be 5,281 feet. Okay, now I've got a right triangle. This is side C. You can call this side A if you want, and this side B. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared. This side would be 5,281 squared is equal to A squared plus 5,280 squared. So square these, subtract them, do the square root just like you normally do with Pythagoras questions. The key thing, I guess, is knowing that 5,280 feet is equal to 1 mile. On a test, I won't assume that you know that number. I don't think I would give you one. I would keep it in the metric system, or it would just be the same unit. So don't worry about that one. Here's another. Find all ordered pairs on the x-axis. Here's my x-axis of a Cartesian plane that are 5 units away from the point 0, 4. So 0, 4 is the point right there. So they want to know all the points along this x-axis here where something would be 5 units away. So if I sort of drew a line 5 units, that would be 5 units. I wonder if I can do that just a sec. So if I drew one 5 units, oh, I guess I could draw it here. So if I draw this 5 units long goes to there. That's too long. Let me draw it again. Okay, to there. All right, so that is 5 units long. And what I want to do is I want to take that, oh no, just that line. It's not letting me take just the line. Just a minute. Oh, now it's making me move all of that stuff. Whoops. Huh. Oh no, I pasted something else in there. Ungroup. Where's ungroup? Doesn't let me. Anyway, sorry for that. My point is if I draw one, if my point is there, let me move that back to where it was. If my point is there, something that's 5 units long would be down here somewhere. I don't know where it would be, but this unit here, this distance would be 5 there. Or I could, I guess, come down over on this side. So this would be 5 units long. So I want to know where that thing hits. Does it hit at -3? Or is it a bit more than -3? Or is it 4? Where is it at? But I see that I have a right triangle here. Right, there's a right triangle. I know this distance is 5 and this distance is 4. So I want to know what this distance here is. So again, I'd go c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So 5 squared is equal to 4 squared plus x squared. 25 is equal to 16 plus x squared. Then I'd take the 16 to the other side and subtract it. So I'd get 9. I'd get x squared is equal to 9. Then I'd square root both sides. And remember, when you use the square root principle, you have to have a plus and a minus here. So you'd have x is equal to plus or minus square root of 9, which is 3. So yeah, that thing does. So that it would hit right at 3 there and right at 3 there. And that distance there would be 5. All right, hopefully that helps you with those two questions.